Right, hello everyone and welcome back. Some good news, I have some parts arriving again finally, so we can jump back into work. Everything is coming together now, so it's going to be a hectic few months for me trying to get this car back on its wheels, engine in and fired up. It's going to be a fun few months for you guys though, because I'm going to be pumping out a lot of content. So yeah, let's jump into it. The outline for this video is suspension stuff. So this crate arrived from South Africa. I got another second-hand K-member. This one has engine mounts and is in good condition, so that solves the K-member issue that I had in the previous video. Also some suspension bushes for the front, and then also another 7¼ inch rear differential. Now it's the same differential as the ones I have outside. The only difference is this is a later year model, which means it has 114.3 PCD compared to the 101.6 of the older ones. Now this was done in anticipation of using my aluminium magrams, one of which is still there, but if you recall from a previous video, I had the other 3 stolen, which sucks, but at least it wasn't for nothing, because 114.3 is a much more common size, which makes it easier for me to find wheels for it in Namibia. The plan of action is to strip this diff entirely, sandblast it, repaint it, refurbish it with new seals and bearings, and then also to install this bad boy. So for those of you who don't know what you're looking at, this is a shear grip center portion for a 7¼ inch Mopar differential. Now shear grip was Mopar's answer to GM's limited slip differential. It's basically the exact same thing, just a different name, but yeah, super rare, very hard to find. So thank you very much for T's Classic Clinic in South Africa for hooking me up with one. The limited slip or shear grips are more durable than the very fragile 7¼ inch internals of this differentials, so hopefully that will be able to put up with the supercharged Slant 6's power a bit better. Another thing that we will have to do is remove the differential underneath the purple Barracuda, strip that for parts, because we'll need a different crown and pinion to make this work in this differential. And also we need to change this yoke mount thing. I'm not sure what the exact word for it is, but we need to swap this out with the one of the other differential, because the prop shaft that I have that came with the car that I bought has a different mounting method. It uses the 2 U brackets that bolt directly onto it from the universal joint instead of having another plate. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some disassembly and swapping around and stuff to get this going. But yeah, I'm gonna jump right to it. Gonna have a time lapse of me taking this apart, and then I'm gonna take it away for sandblasting. I'm also gonna take away the torsion rods, sandblast them, repaint them, and also all of this. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so the differential is stripped. I didn't bother filming any of it because it literally took like maybe 15 minutes. It's super fast. You just undo the nuts that are on these ones that holds this plate onto the differential that keeps the side shaft in place. Once those are undone, you can just pull out the side shafts, no problem. Then there's 4 cap screws and 2 caps, as you can see there, which keeps the center portion down. You undo them, take out the center portion, and then you just take an impact, undo the bolt, the nut on the pinion, drop out the pinion. Oh, here's the thing that I need to swap out with the other one from the other differential so that it can like mate to the prop shaft. Hopefully the splines are the same, fingers crossed for that. But yeah, I'm thinking of reusing this crown and pinion gear. They seem to be in a really good condition. Hopefully they fit, and just transfer right over, because the lash between this crown and pinion would already be set correctly for this differential since it came out of this differential. So then I don't have to bother taking out the crown and pinion from another differential and like trying to adjust the lash correctly. I'm literally just gonna swap those over and call it a day. But yeah, gonna clean it up inside because it's super dirty. I'm thinking of buying a toilet brush and extending the handle so that I can like push it through the tubes as well. Clean all of that out. Once the differential is clean, I'll put the cover back on and then take it for sandblasting. I can sandblast it clean, and yeah, gonna do all of that off camera and then figure out what to do next to show you guys. Righto, so I'm in the process of cleaning everything, and I figured, you know what, I might as well take the shear grip apart, check the internals, clean everything properly. So noisy, damn. Anyway, so I've disassembled it, and sure enough, the spider gears are all still in a good shape. Sorry about that, accidentally pressed stop. Anyways, like I said, spider gears are all in one piece, and they're not worn out around the shafts. There's no like play in them, which is really good. Also, the clutch back looks okay. Like some surfaces still look good, other ones are a bit worn, if it will like focus. As you can see, it does have some wear and tear, but that's to be expected. At least it's not completely worn through or broken, because not like I'll be able to replace it anyways. The 7¼ inch shore grip is like hen's teeth. You can't find them anywhere anymore. Good luck finding a second-hand one, and they don't make replacement clutch packs for them. So all things considered, it's in a pretty good shape, and I believe it will be usable. I'm just gonna finish cleaning all of this up with some degreaser and get rid of the bearings and such, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. But so far so good, guys. Right, so after cleaning up the clutch back properly, turns out these are pretty far gone, and I won't be able to reuse them effectively. I checked online, and there are no reproduction kits anywhere to be found for them. So I went to a local axles and gearboxes place and asked them, hey, do you guys have something similar to this lying around? And they gave me this. Now it does have a slightly bigger outer diameter than the ones I have, but the teeth count and inner diameter is exactly the same. Oh, and it's also a little bit thinner than the ones I have, but it fits and it's usable. And if I remember correctly, he said these came out of a Nissan MP300 pickup truck. I did some research. Turns out those pickup trucks came out with a Dana 35 limited slip differential, which is why they happen to fit quite well onto here. So what I have to do now is I have to go look for a clutch pack online that uses these cross ones, and that has the same dimensions more or less, so that I can use a combination of whichever clutch pack I find and these ones together to make myself my own new custom clutch pack. Now I think the Dana 25, 27 and 30 limited slip differentials were very similar to this one, if not exactly the same. However, you can't really find clutch packs for them anymore. There's one company that makes Dana 30 clutch packs, but the Dana 30 had a tooth count of 27 or 29, can't recall exactly, but it didn't have a tooth count of 20, so I can't use that clutch pack directly onto this. However, if the cross plates are the same dimensions, I'll be able to mix match those, like I said. So that's it for the limited slip diff right now. Still have to do some more research and salvaging before I can finish with that. And just quickly want to show you something. The differential housing and the K-member came back from the sandblasters. Looks great. Just need to prime them, and then they're basically ready to be painted with the Raptor that I used to paint the underbody with. I think I might just clean up the welds first. As you can see, the factory welds are kind of gross. So I might just clean up those a bit, weld them again, and then prime them. But yeah, just gonna prime this and then paint it, and then that's it for suspension stuff at the moment. Still waiting on some other bushes and whatnot before we can get going, as well as bearings and seals for the differential and the clutch pack, as mentioned, blah 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 blah. But anyway, yeah, that's it for suspension stuff as of now. So we're gonna jump back into some interior stuff while we wait to get the car back on its wheels. So okay, so after more research and extensive digging, I found a clutch pack online that I think might work. This is for a Dana Spicer 27 and 30. And I messaged the seller and asked him to send me some schematics so that I can check if it will work. And turns out it's exactly the same. I measured it, and it also has a tooth count of 20. So there is one person online selling a clutch pack that could work for the 7¼ inch limited slip diff. The only issue is it's very fucking expensive. So I'm gonna try my first option of mixing and matching a cheaper clutch packs plates with the ones I have that I showed you previously, and if that doesn't work, then I'll buy one of these as a last resort. Now, I don't think it's exactly right because there's only 4 of this cross-shaped ones, whereas my pack has 6 in, but I think 2 of them have been replaced with just like this conical spacer type stuff, and the actual teethed one or splined ones are composite instead of steel, which isn't a bad thing particularly. Like when they wear down, there won't be any steel shavings in your differential, so the composites aren't bad per se, but yeah, it's just a bit pricey for me to afford right now. But if anyone is interested, there is some available that would fit the Mopar 7.25 inch differential. The seller is Racing Diffs from Serbia. So yeah, all right everyone, that's it for now. Take care, cheers, and the next video would be out very soon, so stay tuned.